Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, drenched in sweat just because of a dream? Ever dreamed of someone who passed away long ago, and yet in the dream they spoke to you so clearly, as if they'd never left? Or maybe you found yourself in a strange, unfamiliar place in your dreams, but somehow it felt hauntingly familiar. If dreams are nothing more than random brain activity, then why do some of them stay with us for a lifetime? Today we're diving deep into the truth behind dreams. This journey will take us from neuroscience to the hidden layers of the subconscious, from eerie prophetic dreams to the mysterious phenomenon of recurring ones. Stay with me because, who knows, you might just uncover a part of yourself in a dream you have never fully understood. Watch this, Yen. What is a dream, the science and the spiritual side? We all dream every night, but very few of us truly understand what dreams are. From a scientific point of view, dreams are brain activity that occurs during REM sleep. That's when your brain is highly active, even though your body is completely still. It's as if your brain is sorting through everything that happened during the day, reorganizing memories and tossing out the unnecessary stuff. And in that chaotic process, random, sometimes bizarre images pop up, forming what we call dreams. But from a spiritual perspective, dreams are so much more than just brain mechanics. Some believe that during sleep, the soul temporarily leaves the body and travels to another realm, a world where the invisible becomes crystal clear, more real than waking life itself. Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, believed that dreams were how the mind releases suppressed desires. Meanwhile, Carl Jung thought dreams were the voice of the collective unconscious, a deep shared consciousness that connects all of us. In Buddhism, dreams are seen as reflections of karma, past karma, present karma, and the seeds of future experiences waiting to awaken. So, are dreams just a biological video game playing in your head, or could they be a portal to another dimension within you? 2. Why do we dream? The hidden purpose of dreams. Did you know that dreaming actually plays a huge role in emotional recovery? When we sleep, especially if we get enough rest and go through proper sleep cycles, dreams can help us release the psychological weight we're carrying but can't face during the day. Research has shown that people with PTSD often relive their traumatic experiences in their dreams. As painful as that sounds, it may actually be the brain's way of trying to heal. But it's not just about emotional processing dreams. Dreams also fuel creativity. Paul McCartney famously dreamed the melody for Yesterday. The chemist Kekulé dreamed of a snake biting its tail and woke up with the inspiration to discover the ring structure of benzene. Dreams aren't just storage units for memories, they're incubators for ideas. Even more fascinating, some people dream about loved ones who have passed away. And in those dreams, they receive messages, feelings, or closure that never happened in waking life. It could be the subconscious trying to find peace, or maybe, just maybe, it's a real connection from another world. 3. Strange but common dreams and what they might mean. Ever had a dream where you were falling, or one where you were completely naked in a crowd? These kinds of dreams are incredibly common, and they're usually tied to feelings of vulnerability or a lack of control. Then there are chase dreams, where you're running from someone or something. You might not even know who or what is chasing you, but the fear is very real. These often represent something you're trying to avoid in real life. Some dreams repeat themselves, same place, same scenario, sometimes for years. That could be a sign of unresolved emotional wounds, or a life lesson you haven't fully learned yet. Lucid dreams are a whole different experience. That's when you know you're dreaming and suddenly you can do anything. Fly, walk through walls, meet anyone you want. Some people train themselves to have lucid dreams as a way to understand themselves better. But sometimes they come face to face with their own dark side in that dream space. And then there's sleep paralysis, when your mind is awake, but your body won't move. It can come with terrifying hallucinations like shadows in the room or pressure on your chest. Science calls it a REM cycle glitch. Spiritual beliefs. They say something might be in the room with you. 4. Prophetic dreams. Fantasy or reality. Some dreams feel completely random until they come true. These are known as prophetic dreams or precognitive dreams, and they remain one of the most mysterious aspects of the human mind. Some people dream about accidents before they happen. Others see the face of their future partner, even though they haven't met them yet. Science tries to explain it by saying our brains are incredible at picking up patterns. Your subconscious notices thousands of tiny details that your conscious mind ignores and then pieces them together into a kind of prediction while you sleep. But sometimes, logic just doesn't cut it. There are countless stories of people dreaming about major events, natural disasters, terrorist attacks, or the death of a loved one days before they actually happen. Even Abraham Lincoln once told friends he dreamed of his own funeral just days before he was assassinated. Poet William Blake claimed that his dreams weren't dreams at all, but visions sent from the divine. So, are prophetic dreams real? Or are they just eerie coincidences? And if we can catch glimpses of the future in our sleep, would we be brave enough to accept what we see and change it? 5. Dreams in the subconscious, the doorway to your true self. Dreams are not just biological or psychological phenomena. They are pathways into the subconscious where your deepest emotions, memories, and beliefs are stored. Every dream, no matter how bizarre or seemingly meaningless, carries a message your subconscious is trying to send you. Have you ever dreamt of returning to your childhood? Meeting an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, or standing before a door you were too afraid to enter? These are all symbols, representations of fear, regret, desire, or self-imposed limitations. Carl Jung referred to these dream images as archetypes, universal patterns existing in the collective unconscious. They're not just personal, they're spiritual inheritances we all share as human beings. When faced with a powerful dream, ask yourself, what is my subconscious trying to tell me? It could be a warning or an invitation to step beyond your comfort zone and grow into a more expansive version of yourself. In this way, your dreams are silent guides, and the subconscious through dreams is always there waiting for you to listen. 6. Decoding dream symbols. What do those recurring images really mean? Have you ever dreamed of water snakes or faceless strangers? These symbols are rarely random. They often carry messages from the subconscious, and each image unlocks a different layer of meaning. Water, whether it's a vast ocean or a violent flood, usually symbolizes emotion. If you're being swept away by water, it may reflect emotions that are overwhelming you. If you're calmly swimming, it could signal healing or emotional acceptance. Snakes across many cultures represent transformation and renewal, but also danger or betrayal. If you dream of being bitten by a snake, it might mean you sense an unseen threat in your waking life. And dreams of strangers, especially those with blurred or hidden faces, often reflect aspects of yourself that remain unrecognized. These might be fears, untapped abilities, or hidden truths you've yet to explore. Decoding dream symbols isn't about fortune-telling. It's about understanding yourself more deeply. Sometimes simply looking at these symbols with a sense of emotional awareness can reveal surprising truths your subconscious wants you to know. 7. Can a dream change your life? The power of understanding your dreams. Someone once said, when you no longer know who you are, your dreams will remind you. And truly, in every strange, seemingly random dream lies a secret map guiding you back to yourself. If each day is a journey outward, then each night is a return inward, a return to the deeper consciousness that you've forgotten in the rush of daily life. There you'll find unnamed emotions, wounds that haven't healed, and dreams you've hidden so deep you barely remember them. Understanding your dreams isn't about superstition. It's about seeing yourself honestly, something we often avoid in the noise and busyness of life. Sometimes after a single dream, you might suddenly realize you're living to meet someone else's expectations. You're forcing yourself to be strong. You're afraid of losing something, but you've never dared to name that fear. And only when you're brave enough to listen, the dream begins to heal. Not with words, but with symbols. Not with logic, but with deep intuition. It doesn't change your life overnight, but it changes the way you see life. And that shift changes everything. In the end, you might come to realize this: a dream is not something that happens when you sleep. It's something that helps you wake up. And if you've made it this far, maybe you've had a dream that stirred something inside you. A strange dream you've never told anyone, or one that keeps repeating itself like it's trying to say something truly important. Don't rush to forget it. Write it down. Ask yourself, what part of me is this reflecting? Because who knows, maybe from one small dream, you'll begin a much bigger journey, a journey of healing, awakening, and returning to the most complete version of yourself. If you'd like me to explore more about dreams consciousness and inner transformation, leave a comment. We'll keep exploring gently, deeply, and truthfully. See you in the next dream.